down to basics, fixing an election. It's all easy.
Right on.
What a bunch of trash.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Trash Movie Kings podcast. It is 2024. We made it. We took a little time off after the Breens. We did record an episode. I don't know. Maybe it'll come out. It was a bad movie. It's probably not worth it.
Yeah, let's not talk about Santa with muscles, but it's the worst movie we've ever watched. Maybe we'll put it out in a slow week this year, but that was our personal Christmas holiday special until further notice.
Yeah, the Christmas gift that we gave ourselves was 3 hours of hell. So
yeah. Look for it in July, maybe.
Halfway to Christmas kind of thing or something.
Yeah, so here we are in 2024. I'm your host, Adam Edwards. Joining me, Joseph Graham. Joey, do you have any resolutions for this year?
Oh,
do you believe in resolutions?
Well,
what do you do?
My resolution, seriously, I was saying this on New Year's Eve, was all I have to do is get my car fixed this year. That's my resolution.
It's good.
And then I took it in and they were like, this is going to cost you the cost of a down payment on a car, actually. So would you like to do that? And I said, okay, fine. So, I did it.
Wow.
at what cost, though?
Immense. A weekend.
Immense costs. But hopefully it comes back and it exists still. And then I will have done everything that I wanted to do.
Incredible. And you can just spend the rest of the year jerking off. Justin Petty is also with us.
Hello.
Justin, do you have any goals for 2024?
Just the one, releasing a movie.
Wow.
That would be nice to get this fucking movie out.
Have you written this movie or like?
Oh yeah, it's like 99% done.
Oh,
wow.
This is a movie that we've
you
been
shot it?
talking about for years. Yeah, we shot it.
Since we started this podcast, actually.
Yeah. When did you shoot it?
2021, March of 2021. We shot it.
February of 2021. Pretty sure.
Spring break-ish.
Okay.
Hopefully we've got one tiny little hurdle to get over that will be ironed out this weekend, and maybe
we'll see.
We'll have a nearly done movie. A done movie, or
Then you can spend the rest of the year jerking off. Adam.
All right. So your goal is to finish Dickhead. Someone
dies.
And then you can spend the rest of the year jerking off. JD Karpicki is also with us. JD, is there anything you want to leave behind in 2023?
I don't know. Probably Santa with muscles. That would be great to leave that behind.
Sure.
We've left it behind. I think you've won already. So
when we were watching this movie, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna like work, and like I was feeling a little weird, and then I was like, oh, we're back into it. Like it was the Santa with muscles. I had to just shake it off a little bit.
like a
But yeah, I my only resolution is I think I only want to buy cups and plates and bowls that are dishwasher safe. Like I'm tired of these hand wash things.
Yeah.
I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. So I'm vowing to only buy things that are dishwasher safe, so I can just throw them in there. That's really it.
Yeah.
I don't know if your Christmas gift is dishwasher safe. I didn't check.
Oh, definitely not. No, but that's going to be a flower pot.
So we're going to leave that behind.
It's like one of those
2023.
It's one of those cups that's impossible to drink out of. So I was thinking I'll just put some soil in it, and it's a chia pet now. So we'll have little chia plants
Jabba?
on Jabba's head. Yeah.
If you could do a chia
Wookiee?
of Jabba or another Star Wars thing, that would be thematically correct, I suppose.
Have like a little battle on his head that's happening in the
the
Endor?
forest moon of Endor.
I don't know how intense chia pets have gotten over the years, but that's possible, I guess.
They
It would just
made
be
one
chia
of
seeds.
Obama.
Make
So
Right.
Wow.
That's disturbing.
yeah.
Thanks.
Right.
Thanks, Obama.
How about yourself, Adam? Any wishes for the future?
Not really.
Just jerking off.
Just
Yeah, just
Just
Pulling your
keep-
pud.
Just keep pulling my pud.
Maybe one day soon you'll get that done.
One day I'll come again.
We'll see.
Speaking of cum,
A lot of cum jokes that we made.
Yeah,
in this
yep.
movie, for sure.
a lot of cum jokes in the movie. we
Liquidy
watched tonight.
movie.
Really popping
Yeah.
them off
Ugh.
tonight.
Tonight we watched 1983's The Boxer's Omen out of Hong Kong. It's a Hong Kong horror film starring nobody that you've heard of except for Bolo Yeung out of Bloodsport and Enter the Dragon, I think. This is billed as a horror movie. Movie is gracious. Horror
Yeah.
is curious.
I mean,
It's like body
it has
horror or
witches and curses
Yes.
and things. So
I would say body horror more than
black magic,
Yeah.
bodies ripped open and whatnot,
Mhm.
or the bodies of animals at least.
Fun time though. Really, really, really fun.
there's no real dread. Like I wasn't worried for anyone. It was just sort of like I was watching something happen that I shouldn't be seeing. And I was like, oh, this is off. This is graphic.
Yeah, but
Whatever
not
this
in the
is.
way that Calamity of Snakes was a horror movie.
It was like, did y'all ever see Mystics in Bali?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's in the ballpark of that kind of strange, more intense than that.
Yeah.
From what I remember of that movie.
It just I meant like the DIY VFX style, but it was like way
yeah.
over the top, and they were really going for something that was almost out of their reach in terms of their VFX skills, but like they were pulling it
Mhm.
off in this.
A lot of practical effects,
Yeah.
some visual effects that are done in camera.
Yeah.
It's kind of beautiful in
Mhm.
a lot of ways.
Yeah, some of them really effective too. Like
Yeah.
it's this movie reminds me of The Thing and Big Trouble in Little China meets the food fight scene from Hook. Like it's
Wow.
that color scheme, but just like some really intense, horrific images that I'd like to forget some of them. But yeah, there's some shit in camera that was like there's one part where he's cutting open his forearm, and that's obviously a prop, but his arm and his hand, which is like right here, like that's all real. So they really got creative with it, and I think a lot of that succeeded, but yeah, it's gross. A lot of it.
Probably the guys eating stuff and regurgitating it and then eating it again.
Oh, yeah.
multiple
Can't
times.
fake that.
I don't think sat
Yeah.
well with you, seemingly.
There was a lot that didn't seem
I guess.
to sit well with JD.
Yeah, he seemed a little.
I just needed some
grossed
water.
out.
Like, ugh.
He
To me,
needs
it was
some
kind
milk.
of too over the top to really gross me out. I think they use a
Mhm.
lot of like colorful lighting and whatnot to make it
Yeah.
kind of a neon fever dream, I guess you would say.
Mhm.
It's cool.
It's very cool. It was a lot of fun, and as usual, Joey wrote down the plot,
I did.
and we will read it. Take it away, Justin.
So a guy's brother is paralyzed in the ring by Bolo Yeung. How do you say it? Bolo Yeung. And he sets out to get revenge against Bolo. Challenges into a fight in a month. So then Chan, Boxer's bro, wanders into a Buddhist monastery and finds out they've been expecting him after some black magician killed, not a black magician, a black magician,
Black magic
Killed-
magician.
and cursed another monk's body and was foretold that a Mr. Chan would show up and it would bring a dead monk back. So this dead monk's body sort of is reanimated and lets Chan know he's going to die once his body decomposes. And in order to live, he needs to come back as a monk as well as also become immortal or something.
So in order to not die and go fight Bolo Yeung in a month, he decides to jump fully into monk training. And at the same time, he has to start fighting off the black magic magician, who also wants him dead since he is eternally linked to the other dead monk, who Chan doesn't want to compose. Huh?
Oh,
So
decompose.
Chan-
Excuse me.
Oh, he doesn't want to decompose.
Oh,
I thought you meant
decomposing.
compose, like come back, like decompose.
He's
Re-
composing.
Yeah, that was it. So Chan goes home and bangs his girlfriend and then jumps in the ring to get vengeance for his injured brother. Meanwhile, the black magician, and his buddies use voodoo to resurrect some hot witch who starts using voodoo type doll thing to fuck up Chan while he's trying to fight Bolo in the ring. But Chan is cool and manages to win the match.
But he's having some issues with the voodoo chick, and he returns to Thailand, where he then trains to fight some more. But then the Buddha, I guess Buddha, finds out he fucked his girlfriend and takes all his powers away. So then Chan yells at the corpse that's decomposing that he's eternally connected to. And that corpse lets him know there is another way for them to survive / not decompose. And it involves a quest for a relic, which takes him to a mystic temple in Nepal, where he fights some statues, and the alligator zombie voodoo witch shows up with a fucking alligator. So he does that, and then the relic shows up, a
With us?
sperm nut or something, and Chan and the original decomposing monk guy merge into one bearded man.
But then the voodoo witch gets skinned.
Oh, steal her skin?
Fatality.
That's awesome.
So much older too.
She's skinless now.
That's crazy.
Pardon the Red Sea, bitch.
And as she's dying, the black magic boys pop out of her womb and for one more final attack on the monk / Chan. But they fail by killing themselves.
Yeah, they didn't actually attack him. They all just killed themselves.
Yep.
Chan, back to being himself, then emits spider needles from his eyes, and he is presumed to be no longer cursed, or whatever the fuck just happened. And that's the movie.
Yeah, so it's about a guy whose brother gets fucked up, and then he goes on he gets some powers and gets eternally linked to a decomposing body. Then fights Bolo Yeung. Does a lot of stuff just to beat Bolo up.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that's what the script is about. And then what the movie is about is just a bunch of fucking special effects and crazy shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, they go hard.
They do. And I mean, it was the first 15 minutes or something that it was just like, wow, there's no fat in this movie. They just trimmed everything out that wasn't action and advancing some sort of like, let's get this character to the thing that's going to make weird shit happen. And that kind of continued throughout the movie, which I appreciate.
Yeah, it's to the fucking point.
Yeah.
The voodoo guy was really after him, and he was trying everything. It was like we said at one point, it's like a cooking show because they're just like, oh yeah, put his body, encase it in this mayonnaise, and put him in an alligator, and we got to kill this spider. It was just all crazy batshit special effects, but a lot of them were really cool. I'm like thinking back, and there were like maybe 100 or something like crazy creatures that they came up with.
Yeah, it's all kinds of things. All the creepy crawlies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the bat?
Do they have hand chairs?
I thought, or like, oh.
Oh no.
This is Fantasia.
God, did you have to ring the gay little bell in its face while it dies?
Tribute.
I love how we're just being really flippant with the word gay today. It's back, baby.
2024.
Taking it back.
No
Taking
one
it back.
gives
The
a shit
gays.
anymore.
It started off so innocently with a little bat.
Yeah,
Cute
it's a little
little
Muppet
bat.
bat.
And then it moves on to fat ass spiders.
I really do love these effects, though.
I like this fat
As
spider.
dumb as this looks, yeah.
It's just like felt.
Fat ass spider.
He's really trying. He can barely touch the ground. His belt- Just
Yeah.
let me get some of this.
I know I shouldn't, but it's just so good.
like eggnog.
Ooh, hungry sippos.
It's still the holidays, I guess.
Sippo.
Yeah.
And rats and like Medusa skulls and gators and
And then the headless guy with the tendrils.
Yeah.
chickens
And then there's
with their
the brontosaurus
cloacas.
babies.
Brontosaurus
and the
babies.
black magicians. They pull that dead body out of like a pond underneath a weird boat house or something.
Did they pull like the guy that they ended up putting in the gator? You know,
That was the lady.
Okay, the lady they put in the gator. What did they pull her out of first? They cut her out of something. Was it another gator?
No, they pulled her out of
later,
that swamp thing that was underneath their.
But she was in the thing because when they cut her open, she looked like we were making a bunch of cum jokes because she was like their cum baby. The cum has preserved him.
Ooh, that looks like a bunch of mayonnaise.
My cum baby. This is my cum boyfriend.
Yeah, it was like a
Some other kind of wrap.
Well,
like a cocoon.
well, they put her in the alligator and they sewed the alligator up, and then when they opened it, it was like filled with like maggots and bees and weird. There are all these like weird like
they put her in
things.
They cut her out of another thing, which I thought was like a different alligator. Maybe they just have to keep changing out alligators. I don't know.
Was it a creature? I thought it was just like
I thought it was a weird bag or something.
Yeah, like a body bag type thing.
Yeah, they had like a couple of them under this swamp or something like that.
Okay.
Like strung up on those poles.
Yeah.
She was kind of tied to it.
Okay.
Like almost like a spit roast. And they were like, yeah, here it is.
Just spit on it a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a highlight. They sew a woman into an alligator's body, and then does the alligator come alive for a little while with her in it, or they just leave her in there for a little while until she's done?
No, she summons the alligator later.
Right.
She just cooks in the alligator for a little while.
Yeah.
It's a pool floaty alligator.
But then she does summon the alligator later.
Right. Yeah. She's alligator witch, voodoo witch of some kind. I don't know.
It's not after a while, it was later.
Yes, thank you.
Huh?
She summoned the alligator later.
Later.
Not after a while.
After a while, alligator mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pissed off, but she's got cool nails and she's naked. So they're like, they don't really show it much, which it was kind of funny. But they immediately had like what you would normally, in voodoo would be like a little doll or something, but in this it was like a bust that they had sort of like elementary school style pasted a cutout of the guy, like a print of him on top of it, but they only showed it for like a split second. I think they knew how ridiculous it looked. She was cool.
She was cool. Everybody in this movie is cool in their own way.
She has cool hair. Her hair turns out to be like a weird what do you call it? Like
it's a net.
Like a fishing net or like a trap net.
Like a martial arts net, right? Like they'll throw that on enemies. Enemies.
Or you'd put it under like a thing of leaves in the woods to catch somebody, kind of net.
A snare.
Yeah, that kind of net, whatever that is.
Yeah.
We need our wire rope specialist here. We don't
it's a shame that Apocalypse isn't here. Yeah. Apocalypse Howl out on assignment this week. Forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Starting the year off strong.
Yeah, I didn't know if we wanted to do in January. I felt this might count, but now that I've seen it, it doesn't really. No, there's no ninjas.
No,
it's just boxers.
There's like kickboxing, but that's about it.
Yeah, and there's fighting and there's Asian people, but there's no ninjas.
There's mysticism, which some of the ninja movies have, but
right. No one really throws like the smoke bomb and disappears or anything like that.
Right.
No.
Which I thought was
there
odd,
was
actually.
There was a throwing star at the end where one of the idols like threw it, like launched it at him.
Yeah.
It hit him in the chest and then he hit it back. And there's a lot of shit in this movie, man. It's kind of crazy.
This movie is very dense.
It feels like they jammed so many different cultures into this movie too. It's hard to keep up with all of it.
Yeah, he's a Chinese guy, then they're in Thailand, and then they go to Nepal.
There's a lot of like voodoo in this, which like is voodoo like
voodoo? I think is more regional to Indonesian? The Caribbean, right?
Yeah, it's Western for sure.
Yeah, so we're using that term probably incorrectly. They probably have some other kind of black magic there that they have a name for, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah.
Stay ignorant about that. Don't want to get too involved.
It is some
Yeah.
stuff that very much resembles voodoo.
I'm just going to Google Thai voodoo and see what comes up.
Cool. If you're mad right now, let us know in the comments below, and we'll shout you out on the next
Or
episode.
go ahead and send us an email
Yeah. Trashmoviekings@gmail.com.
if you're brave enough.
Don't forget to ring that bell.
We definitely need to watch the what do you call it? The Tumbleweed movie.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
the only
yeah.
request we've ever gotten.
And we've ignored it.
Was that JD's dad?
That was
It
my
was
dad.
Brian.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's not okay.
Yeah, so
Bri?
Is that like that Stephen King movie with the tire, but it's a tumbleweed?
What?
Is there a Stephen King
There's
movie with a
Are
tire?
you thinking of Rubber?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
thinking
Rubber?
of Duel. Sorry, Duel. It
Hmm.
confuses me with the tire movie.
Mm.
Yeah, but
There are two different
Christine?
tire movies.
Kuman Tong is a household divinity of Thai folk religion,
Hmm.
which is derived from Thai black magic.
Okay.
So there you go. It's not voodoo, or it's
Yeah, I
not called
didn't-
voodoo,
I
but
didn't really think it was, but it
yeah.
kind of has enough similarities to where you can use it as a.
Oh, here you
substitute.
go. Okay.
Okay.
The authentic Kumantong originated in a practice of necromancy. They were obtained from the desiccated fetuses of children who had died while still in their mother's womb. The witch doctors were said to have the power to invoke these stillborn babies, adopt them as their children, and use them to help them in their endeavors. That's basically what
definitely what
these people were doing.
Yeah.
First, the unborn fetus was surgically removed from the womb of its mother. Then the body of the child would be taken to a cemetery for the conduction of the proper ceremonial ritual to invoke a kumantong. The body was roasted until dry, whilst the witch doctor chanted incantations of magical script. Yeah, that all happens.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow.
I guess this woman was a unborn baby, and she
Yeah.
cooked long enough, and was a nice physical specimen at this
Yeah.
point, an adult.
Mhm.
And yeah, they cook her in an alligator.
They do.
I guess that's like the final cherry on top that you have to do for this whole bit.
Yeah,
Gotta put
it
them in an
it did seem like
alligator.
they were just recreating that.
Do you think the alligator cooking kind of defines her a little bit? Like she's like, oh, I like alligators now. That's my thing.
Maybe that's why she had the nails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we sure
Oh.
it was an alligator and not a crocodile?
No, but whatever.
I guess it probably was a crocodile.
Yeah, she pooped
Right.
out those little
Did she pooped all the little
furry-
wormy guys,
little mold worms.
and then they turned into
Yeah.
brontosauruses?
Oh, that's
More
just
leeches.
Doo doo.
Coming out of her vagina.
Just doing.
It's just doo doo.
They're little worms.
oh, they're like little caterpillars.
Like a little mold on the yeah.
Little
silkworms.
Gummies, dude.
Are those dodo birds?
I don't know. Dude, what the fuck?
Oh,
Now we got.
I don't like the look of it.
this guy
Little tiny
could've stopped
brontosaurus
it.
babies.
He's
He's just like, yes, I'll watch.
This is all really interesting. I'm gonna watch. It did.
We were just like,
Well,
yep.
Alligators are basically
Sure.
dinosaurs, right? So
Yeah,
They're like
totally.
brontosaurus chitters.
hmm So
Mhm. With like flower mouths.
I was just thinking, if they
The
cut her
other
and
things.
put her into a lion, does she then summon lion beasts or whatever? Maybe that's part of it.
We did talk about Roar being. It'd be cool if they made a Roar with alligators, but not cool. But I'd watch it for sure.
I think if Roar had been like a big giant hit, you would see some people emulating that. But thankfully, or maybe unthankfully, that didn't happen.
I mean, I'm sure there's a handful of gas station DVDs that feature plots like that, but not mainstream.
Probably people love. There's some fucking weirdos that just love fucking alligators and snakes and stuff. So
Mhm.
I don't know. You'd think there'd be more movies like that, but I think people are a little more afraid of those things generally speaking, than
Mhm.
the people of Aurora were afraid of tigers and lions.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
They had like a weird thing going on that developed over probably a decade or something.
I think you have a
hard
better
to
chance with
replicate. Hard to replicate.
cats. You know,
It's a replicate.
Replicator.
That's a crazy movie. But yeah, we should.
Oh, Replicator.
Yeah, Replicator.
Yeah.
Where basically women come and become alligators.
Is that what
no, that's very
happens?
close. It's a good
Did
double
we-
feature.
I wasn't there for that. Did y'all watch it?
We did, yeah.
This was years ago.
I
now,
didn't
but
watch it, but yeah.
Yeah, this was like COVID, like peak COVID times.
Oh, this was before podcast.
I think I had moved in here though, but maybe not.
Before
I
JD,
don't know.
BJ.
Yeah.
I think it was when we were just discussing it and we were watching it and we were like, should we do a podcast about this? It was probably the movie that put us over the edge. It was like, we should be talking about this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, ladies coming and turning into alligators is a fucking great premise.
I'm not going to argue with it. I mean, basically, women coming and turning into anything is a great premise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mardi Gras Massacre is like women coming and turning into corpses, and that was a pretty cool movie. So-
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool. You guys just like mostly.
Yeah, but looking back on it, it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
I liked that more in retrospect. This movie, though,
Mm-hmm.
The Boxer's Omen, I liked a lot watching it. Did anybody have any favorite parts that we have not already talked about that you want to highlight? By any, I mean one per person.
I've got two, but
You son of a bitch.
I'll just do the one. The one that's for me. It's a silly little thing for me. Little silly Billy thing.
This is a silly little thing.
I love how he just had this air of like arrogance about him early in the movie, like mostly throughout the movie, but like he would just do these little poses when he was sitting in the boat early on and they were driving and he just little fancy boy.
Is Bolo hung tight?
The way he's sitting in a boat.
Also, a
he
microphone.
can't be bothered. Couldn't even talk to the boat driver.
Oh,
when he was talking.
Circle him and call him gay boy.
Oh no, he's not a gay boy. He's a little fancy boy. I mean, he's
Fancy
just
boy.
he's a fancy boy. And then when he's in the temple the first time talking with the monk, and he keeps just kind of shifting around, and it seems like his pillow's too flat or something, and he just hitches his hip up and just does this little thing and continues talking to him like it's normal. It's like, why are you sitting like this? That's my favorite part because it was silly, but like my favorite part because it was fun was just the whole egg thing. That was fucking cool. The
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the
there's a lot of
egg
eggs.
A lot of eggs in this movie.
the egg when he's becoming the monk, not the
Yeah,
not
the
the
whole
golden monk egg scene when he's in
Yeah.
like the lit up red egg. I thought that
And
was
like
really
I
cool.
the words are going on his body and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was cool.
I wrote down billable hot pot, but I don't know. I think billable is maybe the wrong word.
Yeah, human hot I don't know.
Human
we said
hot
something
pot?
then. I can't
Hot
remember.
pockets?
Yeah.
I liked all the red in that.
Yeah.
A lot of red lights in this.
Did you have any other favorite parts, Joey?
I wrote down throbbing temple. Okay.
It's a throbbing temple.
Love a good throbbing temple. It's like he's in Thailand to go, I guess, just yell at Bolo Yeung at like a conference of some kind. He's just like, I'm gonna go to Thailand to fucking yell at this guy, challenge him to a fight.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, after that whole debacle, he's just walking around, I guess. It's like, well, I'm here. And then he sees a throbbing, hard temple. And he's like, I gotta go in. I gotta go in and see what that's about.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Well, that symbol was in his dream from the night before or something.
Yeah.
Like he followed it.
Yeah,
Like,
he
is that
woke
the
up
deal?
and it was like in his house and it went down the stairs
Yeah.
and stuff.
Okay. You
Yeah.
don't just
He's
attract
like,
to
oh,
like
throbbing temple.
throbbing temple. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the inchworms that find all the holes was good.
Oh, in his ear.
Ugh.
Just a
Oh,
little
his
facial-
nose.
I hate this.
We're gonna find all your holes.
Shout out to my dad.
Fuzzies and all your holes.
Shout out to my
Finding all the holes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, then I will say mine, and then JD, you can say as many as you want.
Thank you. Oh, whoa! I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
In that
Merry Happy New Year.
Merry Bitsmas.
Jesus. Mine.
A full stocking.
I'm surprised it hasn't come up yet. Was one of the witch doctor scenes when his head comes off and all the blood tentacles come down and that whole fight scene, weird trippy thing.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Die if you try.
Yes.
Oh shit! Told you I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Fuck these tendrils, bitch.
Is just really fucking crazy and cool.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything like
tendril
that.
fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his levitating head picks up the other guy with the tentacles.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it looks like, I mean, JD, you said it at the time, but it looks like the Thing with all those tentacles wrapping around and all that kind of stuff. But it's just so fucking cool. I don't know.
I think one point last year I was just yakking with you guys and we were talking about how we should do a short film of some kind with disembodied heads, because that's such a striking image that's I think in a lot of Indonesian films, but maybe just Asian films in general.
Yeah, that's why it was reminding me of Mystics and Ballet, because of the
floating
head that was
stuff.
floating around the whole movie.
Yeah. I think that would be a fun thing to do somehow, but with, or in the States, I guess, or here, and just have it thrown into a normal kind of drama of some kind. Just a girl's head pops off.
Yeah.
Or something. It's like a high school movie.
Yeah. You should call it Popping Off.
It's a thematic. It's like a puberty movie.
Yeah.
Except this girl's changes to her body, or that her head can pop off now. It's called Popping Off.
Yeah. Or Want Some Head.
Maybe it's a guy. Want some head. Best blowjob ever got.
Got head.
That's the button on the trailer right there.
God,
what was the other one we were gonna do?
The whole thing,
we have to bleep that.
Nice.
We have to bleep that.
I don't know what that one's about. Really.
All right, it's Bitsmas Eve. JD, take us to the promised land.
Here we go. Found all the holes. Check it out. Well, my favorite part, we already mentioned it, was the prayer bukkake.
Oh wow! Is this what they do inside those temples?
They're all just smoking one real big hookah.
With their hands.
It's a prayer gangbang.
With lightsaber
human hot pot.
sticks.
They're really throwing some
Prayer.
hot ropes.
Bukkake, prayer.
Oh my god!
I mean, look, they're blasting ropes.
They were shooting ropes into this bucket with this guy glowing red, and someone.
This is how you
just
become
said
a monk.
prayer.
A bunch of guys throwing ropes into a bucket that you're in.
It was a juxtaposition of words that I never thought would come together.
Did
No
you say
pun
how
intended.
glowing red or blowing red?
That's how you get to the Matrix.
Oh yeah, the Matrix bit was very funny.
Yeah. One cannot be told what the Matrix is. You must
Simply have-
experience
This is
it
really
for
cool.
yourself.
Oh, that's cool.
You have to go to Thailand.
Yeah. And we forgot about there's this I don't even remember where the fuck this guy comes from, but there's like a glowing, throbbing green head that looks like Mars Attacks, and he comes out, and it's like the spinal cord only, and he's whipping it around, and we did this whole bit.
Oh,
Check out what I can do with my freaking spine, y'all. It's freaking cool. Just whipping this around like fucking fast. Fast as fuck. You can't even see it so fast.
That was in that same
the
sequence
weirdest
before the tendril head. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of just crazy shit. I think that was kind of it. Oh no. Okay. I'll give a real, this is like my favorite effect. Cause there was a bunch of them. There's like that eel that came out of the guy's mouth. And they cut back and forth to where it's like a real one and not and real. It's almost like Calamity of Snake style, but they had this eel swimming around in a sink, and that was crazy. Play the clip.
what is that?
Snake.
Oh, dude, these are holy fuck.
Oh no, I hate that.
What is that?
An eel.
Yo, these effects are great though.
Yeah, some sort of eel. Crazy.
Was that what you're doing it, or was it actually saying it?
Oh, it was
That, he was doing that. Yeah.
and then they flushed
Okay,
it
so
down
now
the
the
toilet.
next one. Yeah,
I think it. Well, yes, I guess they would have had to have flushed that, but it seemed like it was swimming
Yeah.
down the toilet.
Do you think they really
character,
flushed
yeah.
it down the toilet? They're just like, fuck this
They're
eel.
like, well, we're done with it.
They're just like, Jesus Christ.
That's a wrap
What
on
do
the
we do?
eel flush.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do with it?
I don't want this eel.
Take it back to the pet store.
Yeah.
To return this eel, it did not taste very good.
Yeah, but it's an empty bag, and he's like, "Oh wait, hold on, I wanted to where." Yeah, but there was a guy at the beginning. He was like cursed by something I can't remember, but he turned into like mashed potatoes, and there was like a green light on him, and he was just like, "Ugh."
Oh, mashed potato face.
"This is what the woke left wants to do with their rainbows."
Whoa, that's
Damn, that's cool.
crazy.
That's really tight. Like, how'd they do that?
I like the green light. They're just pointing it on him.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Like, acid.
Oh, what a cool little effect. Good for them.
He's a lady now.
That's fucking cool.
It's a lady.
Yeah, he had balloons, like almost like water, like balloons.
Was he just like a
crazy.
guy visiting
and
the
popping.
temple? Well, it seemed like he was in an airport. Yeah, there was no like real reason for him to.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the.
He
bat-
wasn't the
we got
fighter in the
bat
ring
from him,
or,
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
That's
was
where the
what
bat was
created the
born.
bat.
right.
Yeah.
And there was this effect where he was just like thriving. He was just in pain, writhing in pain, and like it just looked like his skin kind of turned into this paste. And he goes under this bench and comes up, and he's an old woman all of a sudden. It was a kind of a cool like switch that they did. But
Yeah.
And then he like
that whole
very
sequence was
quickly
really cool.
mummified, and then like the bat came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
And then the
so
bat
much
got
happened in this
whooshed.
movie that like just it's so easy to forget all the shit.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
I think
a
at
cool
one
movie.
point
Oh,
Adam
yeah, and
said he broke my magic again.
I forgot.
He was
my,
so mad he had to do the magic again.
Yeah.
my real favorite part is when the guy's banging the chick and smashes her tits on the window.
Yeah.
So many times.
Yeah, that's my favorite part too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Tits
good.
on windows, hell yeah.
That chick got real naked for this movie.
Was
Oh,
it
yeah.
the same?
She was GGG.
Like, was it the witch?
Was she the witch?
No, she just had a similar.
We can
Body
only
type,
afford
I
to pay
think.
one naked woman, so we've
Or
got
maybe
to
it
just put her
was
in there.
her.
Yeah.
They were
had
really
similar body
looking.
types, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
could have been.
We'll have to look at the nipples.
Are you saying they had a
We
one
can't
woman
look this up
policy on this film?
IMDb or anything. We gotta
We gotta
examine these
inspect the nipples.
back them nips.
Oh, that reminds
Oh,
me.
those were
of
different.
The,
Those were different. Yeah.
The necromancy titty twister.
Oh yeah.
Oh
was-
yeah.
That was a fun little scene.
Crocodile bitch.
Oh,
Little titty twister.
titty twister. Mhm.
Yeah,
Just throwing corpse hands at your man tits.
The lead guy has a good face for this role, I would say. He's
Yeah.
often like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? No.
Yeah.
Nice.
How the baby
body.
alligators scurried away from the
Oh
eggs.
yeah,
That
when
was
they
great.
pulled the eggs out of the alligator, the big old eggs.
Yeah,
Oh, and the little
they pull out
alligators.
every. Ugh.
How about
Yeah.
the random shots of alligators fucking? Just because.
We're gonna watch these alligators
know.
fucking now.
Yeah.
Make sure to get that shot.
Yeah, yes. Oh, this one too.
Wait, how do alligators fuck? They don't have
Like
vaginas
Just
on their
like
back.
that, probably.
Through the back. Yeah,
They
it's a
have to be
blowhole in
belly
the
to
back.
belly, don't they?
No, it's a bottom blowhole.
What?
South mouth.
Oh, yeah, they
That was
threw
cool.
that in there.
Yeah.
Just- here's
Alligator
alligators.
back shots.
Here's 50 alligators, and here's a couple shots of they're just fucking. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
they
guess
think
that's what
they are.
alligator sex looks like. I don't want to know exactly, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look it up.
Insert
it looks
the National
as
Geographic
animalistic
footage here.
Yeah, as animalistic as anything, I guess. I don't know. Usually it's doggy style.
Gator,
Gator
style.
style.
Gator style.
Yeah.
Gator style.
It's Gato style.
That's like a monomania joke. It's like, spider style. What the fuck is that?
Oh, speaking of
I would love if
spiders, I really liked the
Oh,
little
yeah.
fat spiders.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
very cute. Well, let's go ahead and move on to
I haven't heard that in a while. Feels good.
That was good.
yeah.
Yeah, it felt real good.
Right off the bat, we had
Ah, good one. Sorry.
If you don't say it right away,
what?
we had a bat.
No, right off the bat.
We had a bat.
I mean, we did have a bat, but not right off the bat.
Right.
Right off the bat, we had boxers. We had beefcake. I would consider Bolo Yeung to be a beefcake.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's ripped. He's
Blood
a
in the ring. Bullets randomly. There was like one gun in this movie.
yeah.
Boobs, bush, blue lights.
Comma push.
Bush, comma bush.
Boobs, comma.
Oh, no, I
push.
said boobs, comma push.
Oh, pushed. Boobs come smashed.
Yeah.
Blue lights.
Had a
We had-
mammogram against that window.
Like a pat, or not a
You
pat-
know, I found out the other day. Did you know that the mammogram goes the other way?
yeah, it smashes it that way.
I always thought it was this
Yeah.
way, but it's
No.
this way.
Yeah, they slap him on that thing and just mash.
Down.
And it makes me wonder, like, what if you have like a very flat chest? How do they smoosh it?
I guess they just do.
They'll find
You have
it.
to lay down on it and they smush you.
I mean, you can
I
probably
don't
go
know.
get a mammogram. You know, it's
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah,
There's
we're just
not a
four
lot
white
there.
guys. We don't really know.
Yeah. Did you ladies know that they push it this way and not? Did y'all know that? Our
If you
female
didn't,
audience
you
is
better
like,
prepare yourself.
Hey, subscribe to our podcast for more info on.
Y'all
On your
want to
ladies'
talk about prostate exams? We also had blue lights, bat. Oh, bones.
Mm.
We had not a boa, but we had snakes. We
Yeah.
had brains. We had a Buddha,
Mm-hmm.
a blaze, a burning body, a blade,
Burning body. Yeah.
boats, and eggs.
We had bolognese.
What?
We had spaghetti worms in his eyes.
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Bolognese.
From the JD School of Bees.
Yeah. Oh, I've got some of my. You forgot we had bubbles. I don't know if it's a bubble bath, but it was she was bubbled up.
We had some
It's
skin
the-
bubbles.
We had
Bubbles,
bag,
comma, skin.
comma,
Yeah.
tote. We had come on, let's.
No, that's not. You're being ridiculous. We had boy, comma Hong Kong because they called each other that.
No, they called each other.
no,
yeah,
I wrote,
Hong Kong boy and Thai boy.
yeah, Thai boy.
We had back shots, comma, alligators.
Wow.
Yeah, we had banana peel, comma, regurgitated. No, I'm kidding, but we
There is a
we
banana
did have
in
bones
this
in an X-ray also.
Yeah, we
I
did.
don't know if that counted, but
There were
the
a
last
lot
thing
of
I have
bones in
is
this movie.
Lot of
Brontosaurus
bones.
baby fuzzy boys. That's the last one.
That's a pretty good one. That's a really good one.
That's for Justin and Justin only.
I can
Wow.
Uh,
Baby fuzzy.
right, all this is cut out, and Joey's edit just goes right to the rating.
Right down the toilet.
If it's
with
my
the-
edit, the episode's 20 minutes long.
right.
We're doing okay on time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and rate it, I guess. Starting with who wants to start off 2024 with their rating? Who wants to
I will.
set the tone for 2024?
JD's nuts.
Because I kind of want to do an apocalypse impression while I do my rating, because it's very similar to what he would pick.
Trying to get out of here real quick, so I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
I haven't been here all night, but I'm gonna rate this thing first.
Yeah.
Go ahead, JD.
So I thought all the effects were good. They're really good, very strong. So I wanted to give it a 4. But then I remember there's not really a story to this movie. So I deducted 0.25 from my score, gave it a 3.75.
I feel like Apocalypse doesn't have that much of a twang, but that's a good Apocalypse face.
No,
right
I just
there.
the stare. Yeah,
That's
I
a
just
good
stare into the
face.
camera for a while.
That's a good
Yeah.
face.
Apocalypse, are you gonna hold to this score?
Yeah, that was my next question. Is it going to stay at 375?
Oh, I fucked it up. No, I should have done 4 and then waited till later to change it. But yeah, I think 3.75.
No,
Is
he
a good
always
way to
does
start
the
the year.
like. This is where I'm gonna be, or this is where I was, and I realized I deducted it for this. But then, like 5 minutes
Yeah.
later, he's like, "Oh, you know what?" After someone else talks, he changes his score.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
why I went
now
first
remembering all the sex scenes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the boob scene really pushed it to a 4. So I'll leave it there. Yeah.
This isn't trash. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Doesn't feel like it was
kicks
made
were, like,
organically.
Pretty good, but
The fight scenes were good. They were good.
they were good.
You could tell they were trying to make a movie, which is why I rated it so high as well.
And Joey, you said that you watched this at the movie marathon. You broke the rules. We
Oh, I
have
broke
the rules.
And for that, I give it a 2. It's like, what?
That's gonna be reflected in my feelings on it. If you're not gonna do it, then
I need to punish you with my score.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in all seriousness, I'll give it a 4. It was
God damn it.
weird. Yeah, well, it's not over
He
yet.
was doing a bit. He wasn't actually doing his score.
Yeah. I'll give it
But
a
you've
4.
got to put
Um,
Apocalypse's score in because Apocalypse was here.
Mm.
Oh, that's right.
No.
Shit, what?
Yeah,
No.
you got to do it. The Ghost of Apocalypse.
Each bag is full with different body parts and different spiders and goo and all of that. That's 4 full bags. Yeah, that's what I think. Because it just started getting fucking weird. And then I was like, what the hell? Okay, yeah, all right, his head's okay, and then alligator woman, sure. And then it just kept entertaining us like throughout. I think yeah, I'm really surprised that they could pull all this shit off.
Joey.
Yeah. I think a 4.5 where I'll land on this one. I don't. It's pretty amazing. I don't know. It's not. It doesn't. I don't know if it'll stick as much as some other stuff that we watch. That's like hilariously bad, because I think it's just fucking legitimately good and deserves to be seen. I I don't know why 0.5 off. I don't know why it's not quite a 5. It's just something. I guess maybe that's what's missing is maybe some hilarious performances. Maybe it doesn't quite have that. We have the funny kind of black magician guy, the black magic magician guy, who was pretty odd, and then yeah. But overall, very very good way to start the year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm right there with you. Like I was trying to figure out, like I was thinking 4.5 also, and I was like, this feels like a 5, but I like you were just saying, like I don't know what it was about it that wasn't getting it there for me, because it's fucking wacky. It's so wacky, and like it gets to the point where they're just throwing creatures and effects at you for like no reason. It felt like we had that disembodied alien head with the whipping spine, and it just felt like that didn't need to exist. It showed up for like 30 seconds, and then it died on its own for some reason. Like it just felt like they were just like throwing creatures after creature after creature for no rhyme or reason, other than it's like, this would be fun. and like I can get behind that. Like it was incredibly fun to watch, but like, yeah, there was no like the silly, there was a lot of silliness in that, but like no silliness in performances, I guess, aside from like that witchy guy. But yeah, I don't know.
It's like missing something. There's like not a slow part of the movie that's just completely.
There's no characters.
Dumb.
There's no actual characters. It's just like, it's all very like surface level. Like,
I feel like the closest thing to what I'm looking for in it is when he shows up to Thailand to yell at Bolo, which is great, but it comes on really early and it's edited so fast that you don't get like a sense of who these guys are or how possibly bad they are at acting, or maybe it needed like a romance thing or something that seemed more
we need some weird dude doing a monologue. We need like we need one person chewing scenery, some kind of situation where someone's chewing scenery that had no business doing it. Or
the paper mache twin was funny, but like it wasn't enough really. Like that was really funny because his twin, when it started talking, it was like twice the size, as if he just bloated. And that
we were joking about him being on the plane. If that had happened, sure.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
That would have been it.
We'll call it Plan C. We'll have to fit my entire body up your ass.
No, he's just on a plane.
And then fly coach.
I wish he was flying with the dead body.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
And you pass the peanuts. Like, oh, damn it.
Wear your houndstooth driving hat.
Put your mask on yourself before assisting others.
Like he's got the dead body. He's
if that guy was there. Yeah, he's got those aviators on. Same outfit. It's the same outfit.
He pours a drink on his face.
He puts him in like a jump, like a windbreaker and stuff. Something like that to send me.
Yeah, we did that. We did that riff of the Weekend at Bernie's thing. That was good.
But yeah, 4.5 for me also. Adam.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. It's great. It's not a 5. Because it is missing some of those trashy tropes that we love so much. But it does hit a lot of it checks a lot of the boxes, right? Like it has the nudity and the sex and the violence and the weird special effects and like the nonsensical plot and all of those things, but it is kind of missing that performance, I guess, and it doesn't even have to be somebody chewing scenery, but it could be like, as much as I did not like Calamity of Snakes, the character of the master is what you're looking for in a trash movie, of just like this guy who doesn't really speak, but he just fucks up a fake snake for like 20 minutes. That's like really cool. And you kind of get a little bit of that with the Bride of Frankenstein lady at the end. But it's and like the witch doctor kind of does a little bit of it too. The Jimi Hendrix scene was interesting.
Ooh, I ate too much. Yeah. You know that eating too much decaying
This
flesh?
is exactly what happened to Jimi Hendrix.
Oh.
I had too much heroin. More
I
heroin.
can't get enough of it.
I kept eating the heroin.
But it just doesn't quite get to a 5. So I'm going to go 4 bags.
I feel like you're not really rooting for anyone. That's the problem. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, you're supposed to root for the guy, but he lied about his purity or whatever. So you're not really like, there's not somebody that, like, the witch doctor guy would be fun to root for, but he kind of is in and out and just kind of fucking crazy. He's like, oh yeah, put some stuff on that, and then we'll put some other stuff and just open the alligator and put her in it, and then she's covered in it, and then we'll take her out and there's worms, and there's not anybody to like triumphantly root for when they either kill the main character or the main character kills them. It's just a bunch of stuff. So that's why I feel
our
why
hero
my rating is where it is.
he just kind of sucks, and he's
Yeah.
not in a fun way. He's just kind of an asshole the whole time.
He could have either been more of an asshole or
Right.
like a little more, I don't know, upstanding, which would have been hilarious, actually.
Yeah, because he's good until like he sees the woman and then he has sex with her, but it's not like he's really tempted. He's just like, yeah, I'll do this. Like the Buddha's not going to see it or whatever. There's no real, like, I don't know. I didn't feel any attachment to any of that.
No, they're all drowning in the movie. All the actors don't have any. There's no character. There's no big characters.
Yeah. But Adam, while you were doing your rating, one of my bags mutated and it reached out to Joey and Justin's ratings, but I cut it off, so it only made it about 0.25 toward their rating. So I give it a 4.25.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. We had such a nice number.
And now it's all fucking
And now
weird.
it's all fucked up.
Nope.
Wait, was that an apocalypse rating change, or is that a JD rating change?
It's I'm only one man, but the spirit of apocalypse is within me.
Oh.
Is that a Bigfoot fart machine?
It's basically. It's one of my gifts for apocalypse, and since he's not going to watch this episode, it won't be spoiled. So
I bet he lets off some real growlers.
oh yeah, there's a groan.
It's
a fart.
not, Zoom is not liking
It's
that.
not, of course, it never fucking does. Anyway, you'll have to imagine
Zoom
what
hates
it
my
is.
bits.
Between
Yeah.
your
Damn
Bigfoot
it, Zoom.
fart machine and your violin, Zoom is like, fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
It's like I'm not hearing any of that, is what Zoom would say. Yeah.
Bigfoot fart machine. That's a fucking
Yeah.
that's a punk band nobody's ever heard of. All right. Well, we did have a nice.
We're Bigfoot fart machine. I was gonna say we're Bigfoot fart machine, and this is Prayer Bukaki. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lead singer just shoves the mic up his ass.
Oh gosh.
Farts in 2024.
Breen categories: best ska band names. Bigfoot fart machine and Prayer Bukaki.
Yeah, I'm writing that down too.
Well, we did have a nice 4.25 bags of trash, but then JD Howell came in and fucked it all up. So we're sitting at 4.3125 bags of trash.
Look, it's whatever I rate it, my twin's gonna rate it, and I feel like he's possessing me. He's like he's here in spirit, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, so if we double your 4, let's see.
Oh
No, I don't like that.
no,
So much worse.
it's like a pi long number.
No, it's just 4.3, but that's boring.
Nah.
Yeah, so that's 4.3125 for 1983's The Boxer's Omen. Kicking off 2024 with a banger. You know, Joey, like you said that you didn't know if this would be as memorable, but I think it will. Like, I think it'll stick with us.
Okay.
At least parts of it will, but
Literally.
I think some of that the problem is just born out of it not being in English for us personally. So it's like, how do we keep quoting this? I guess it's going to be just like, well, is this guy going to regurgitate more things, or let's sew this person into an alligator and see what happens? I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Or we have a Buddhist
that's fair.
bukkake or whatever.
Yeah, we can quote our bits.
Mhm.
I mean, that's all we do anyway, right? It's just navel gazing as fuck.
Yeah.
She was very
Itsy
booby.
Spider bit.
She was very booby. Cool. Well, I've been Adam Edwards. He's been Joseph Graham, JD Karpicki, and Justin Petty for this week's episode of the Trash Movie Kings podcast. Thank you all for watching and listening, and we will see you next time.